Tonight we report on how Grant County International Airport is getting a new taxiway and how Soap Lake is creating a new administrator position. What's going on in sports, Bob?
The Wenatchee Apple Sox even their three-game series with Kelowna, and the Washington Baseball Open kicks off today. Here's a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the weather department, we're looking for a fantastic Friday heading our way. Not too bad of a Saturday, but oh, the heat is coming back. All the details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A new taxiway is slated for the Grant County International Airport. The Port of Moses Lake Commissioners accepted a $422,000 Federal Aviation Administration grant on Tuesday to pay for the improvements. The replacement of the taxiway will impact a runway. Closures of Taxiway C and runway 18-36 will be required during the construction. Alternate aircraft routing will be required. Director Pat Jones said it's one of the busiest runways. It's used by Big Bend Community College for all of its flight training. The project is intended to prolong the life of the taxiway pavement. It should withstand use by heavy aircraft for at least 25 years. The contractor has 75 days to complete the project. Construction starts on August 11th. The old-fashioned political rally was held outside the Grant County Historical Museum Wednesday evening. The rally provided voters a chance to better understand the positions of Republican primary candidates. Republican candidates for Congress and the State Senate 13th District spoke to the community about their platforms and answered questions. Candidates for Grant County positions such as auditor, commissioner, prosecutor, treasurer, assessor, and more were also in attendance. Candidates spoke about issues such as education, immigration, and government spending. Grant County primaries take place on August 5th. A public safety director position is being created by the Soap Lake City Council. The position will oversee the management of the city's police and fire departments. Soap Lake Police Chief Glenn Quantz told the council he would accept the interim position if the mayor and council wanted him for the job. The position wouldn't involve additional pay, according to Mayor Raymond Gravel. The City of Soap Lake's Civil Service Commission will consider approval of creating the position. City Finance Director Karen Dillon said the position will have to be advertised for applicants. A jury spent 90 minutes and found gang member Nolan Dominguez guilty of felony harassment for threatening a man he called a snitch. Grant County Prosecutor Angus Lee declared it a win for the gang prosecution team. Dominguez, a 38-year-old Moses Lake resident, had several conflicts with a neighbor. On June 5th, 2013, the neighbor called the police to report Dominguez was driving a car without a license. Dominguez returned in the passenger seat of a black Jeep Cherokee and immediately started threatening the neighbor. A jury listened to the arguments and returned with a guilty verdict on July 18th. Dominguez faces a maximum sentence of 22 to 29 months in prison. Lee stated, in light of the serious nature of the offense and the defendant's criminal history, we will be asking the court to impose a very stiff sentence. We are happy with this verdict at the end of a challenging case. The Babe Ruth World Series Committee is looking for homeowners to host young baseball players during the National Championship Tournament. The tournament starts on August 6th and runs through the 14th. 8 teams with a total of 160 teenage players are coming from around the country to the Babe Ruth Tournament. The tournament is at Johnson O'Brien Stadium at Ephrata High School. Volunteer homeowners would be responsible for housing and feeding the teenagers and driving them to games. The housing coordinator hopes to hear from volunteers soon because the players arrive in 2 weeks. To volunteer, call 509-237-3366. And now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.